powerful earthquake. 두 번 더 해볼까요? It was a powerful earthquake. It was a powerful earthquake. 자, powerful 대신에 massive로 바꿔서 두 번 더 해보겠습니다. It was a massive earthquake. It was a massive earthquake. Good job.
자, 그 다음에요. 리히터 지진계 강도로 8.2였다라는 말입니다. It was 8.2 or magnitude 8.2 on the Richter scale. magnitude라는 단어 굳이 어려우면 빼도 상관은 없어요. 리히터 지진계상 8.2라고 얘기해야 되는데 우리가 강도나 진도를 얘기할 때 쓰는 말이 바로 이 단어니까 꼭 함께 좀 알아주세요. 조금 어려운 단어입니다. 영어로 갑니다.
자, 먼저 magnitude 발음 세 번 해볼까요? magnitude, magnitude, magnitude. Good job. 이 문장 두 번 해보겠습니다. It was magnitude 8.2 on the Richter scale. It was magnitude 8.2 on the Richter scale.
그 다음에요. 진앙이요. 진앙지가 대도시 근처였다. 그래서 피해가 더 컸다는 얘기를 하고 싶으시면요. The로 시작해야 되죠. The epicenter was near a big city. 한번 해보세요.
The epicenter was near a big city. The epicenter was near a big city. One more time. The epicenter was near a big city.
많은 건물들이 어떻게 해요? 무너졌어요. 넘어졌어요. 넘어졌다. 오케이? Many buildings were toppled. 건물이 자기가 혼자 무너진 게 아니죠. 무너짐을 당한 거니까 수동태로 쓰인 겁니다. 영어로 갑니다.
Many buildings were toppled. Many buildings were toppled. One last time. Many buildings were toppled.
자, 연이은 여진 때문에 더불어서 구호 활동이 좀 힘들어지고 있다. The aftershocks are making relief efforts difficult. 해볼게요.
마지막 키 센텐스 세 번 해볼까요? The aftershocks are making relief efforts difficult. The aftershocks are making relief efforts difficult. One last time. The aftershocks are making relief efforts difficult.
자, 그러면요. 오늘 주제에 나온 핵심 문장들을 실제 대화 속에서 마지막으로 두 번씩 실제 대화에 여러분 등장하는 사람처럼 따라해 보시기 바랍니다.
All right, here's the dialogue. One last time.
Hey, did you hear about the earthquake in Turkey?
Yeah, I heard it was a powerful earthquake. It was a powerful earthquake.
It was magnitude 8.2 on the Richter scale. It was magnitude 8.2 on the Richter scale.
8.2? That's a massive earthquake.
The damage was more serious because the epicenter was near a big city. The epicenter was near a big city.
Yeah, many buildings were toppled. Many buildings were toppled.
Many people are still strapped under the rubble.
I heard there are strong aftershocks.
The aftershocks are making relief efforts difficult. The aftershocks are making relief efforts difficult.
I hope they can save as many people as they can.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Hope you practiced out loud. Now it's time for Tell Me, and Tommy is waiting for us. 자, 오늘 지진에 대해서 이야기하고 있는데요. Today's Tell Me question is, have you ever been in an earthquake?
이거는 좀 상당히 무서운 상황이죠.
네.
Have you ever been in an earthquake? 그러면 실제 지진이 발생하는 그 상황 속에 있어 본 적이 있느냐 이렇게 물어보는 거예요.
Yes. This kind of reminds me of an instance. Maybe it was about a year or two ago. I have some relatives that live in Japan.
Oh.
And one of my cousins, there was a huge earthquake in Japan. And he said he was at work at the time.
Oh.
He was at work, which happened to be in a very, I guess, tall building. And when the earthquake hit, it was so huge and massive that he thought to himself, okay, This is the last day I live. I will
You can think that, I think.
He thought that he was never going to see any of his family members ever again.
Because it shakes like crazy.
He was
when there's
scared,
an earthquake.
and he thought he was going to die.
Now, earthquakes cause more trouble or harm or damage sometimes if they occur at sea because there's big tsunami
Yeah.
that hits
Oh, yes.
the coastline. And that's what happened in Japan a year and a half ago now already. And that's why a lot of nuclear plants in Fukushima were like that destroyed, and there were after damage, follow-up damage in terms of the leakage of radioactive material and
Sure.
everything. So overall, earthquakes are not just simply things that damage things that you see. Sometimes it can cause extra damage from rising seawater levels or tsunamis.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that. I'm sure a lot of people will talk about this when we ask them this question.
Okay, so let's find out. Let's take you to Tell Me.
Tell me.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tell Me, I'm Tammy, and today for Unit 564, our question is, have you ever been in an earthquake? Have you ever been in an earthquake? Well, for me, I found out that I was in a very small earthquake through the news. Let's go ask other people and see if they've ever been in an earthquake. Let's go. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Hal Mehring, and I live in Washington, D.C. in the United States.
Okay, Hal, today our question is, have you ever been in an earthquake?
Actually, I've been in two.
Wow, okay. Well, I've been in a very small earthquake, one that was very, barely noticeable. If you could just tell us about both of the experiences and where it was.
Okay, the first one was in Southern California when I lived there, and it was early in the morning, and the house started shaking. I grabbed a hold of my daughter, tucked her under my arm like a football, and stood in a doorway and watched the furniture in the living room shake around, and then it was over.
So this was obviously just very sporadic, nothing that you expected, or was it on the news or anything like that?
No, it happens very quickly. You don't know it's coming ahead of time.
Right.
Well, other than the first thing you notice is the sound of like a train coming very close to you.